Axess have launched a new brochure detailing how to specify each component of an injection or sampling retrievable system, along with their part numbers, including the injection nut. But what is an injection nut, and why does the length matter? The injection nut is the key to the operation of the retrievable injection and sampling systems. The injection nut is inside the Axess fitting. It acts as a fluid transfer device via the holes shown drilled in the side of the nut body. It has seals at the lower portion to prevent the process from entering and also to ensure all injected fluid exits via the quill. In the case of sampling, the nut acts as a transfer device for a sample of the process to be taken from the system during normal operation. The injection nut can be supplied with an internal check valve to prevent the process from entering the Axess fitting body and injection system in applications where injection is not constant and when the injection system is switched off. Note that sampling systems do not have such a check valve, as it would prevent the sampling from being possible. The injection nut has the quill attached to it. The plug attaches to the injection nut. The plug seals the Axess fitting body. The nut aligns with the Axess fitting T. In terms of the Axess fitting, you would add a cover and the T itself, shown here as NPT with nipple and valve. Flare weld Axess fittings would be welded to the pipe. Now for the question of how to specify the length of the nut. Let's run through some examples. A flare weld Axess fitting with a 1/4 inch T has a height of 5¼ inches. This requires an 1¾ inch length injection nut. A flare weld Axess fitting with a 1/2 inch T has a height of 6¼ inches. This requires a 2¾ inch injection nut. Increasing the T size to 3/4 inch results in an Axess fitting height of 6¼ inch as per the 1/2 inch, so the nut remains as 2¾ inch. A 1 inch T on a flare weld fitting gives a height of 7¼ inch, so the nut length increases to 3¾ inch. Finally, an 8¼ inch fitting, such as this flanged example, requires a 5½ inch nut length. The examples shown were all with NPT Ts. The height rules also apply for fittings with flange Ts. So as you can see, there is quite a lot to think about with the humble injection nut. Fortunately, Axess's Kickstarter program guides you through the part number and product selection process, and once the Axess fitting and injection stroke sampling device options are completed, the injection nut length is automatically completed, leaving only material and seals to be selected. Kickstarter, an Axess innovation.